Now, let's talk TV streaming. In TV streaming, we have two follow-ups. One of them is kind of huge. First up is not the huge one. It has to do with the Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut release date has been officially announced. It is going to be March 18th of 2021. So we are just about a month away from seeing the 4-hour Snyder Cut. So that's pretty freaking cool. Moving right along, our other follow-up is the larger one. This is Sandman. There have been some casting announcements. It has been, it's kind of mostly unknowns-ish. You can find the full casting link in the description, but the interesting part here is that Gwendolyn Christie, aka Brienne of Tarth, has been cast as Lucifer. Now, for those of you who kind of know what's going on with Sandman, and there's a lot of us, Sandman is kind of sort of the same universe as Lucifer, the comic book. So the series on Netflix that started, I forget where, elsewhere, CBS maybe, the series that is now on Netflix that is in its final season is already based on that comic book series, and it already has its version of Lucifer cast. So why would they not go with that version of Lucifer? What's his name? Tom Ellis, right? Yes, Tom Ellis. Why would they not choose Tom Ellis to play the part that it is basically the same person? And Neil Gaiman has made a statement along those lines. And the statement is, and I'm quoting it here as much as I can, the statement is, the theology and cosmology of Lucifer is a long way from Sandman's. It's, quote, inspired by, unquote, Sandman, but you can't easily retrofit the Lucifer version to go back to Sandman, if you see what I mean. It seems easier and more fun to have the Sandman version of Lucifer be, well, the Sandman version, closer to the Sandman version of Lucifer, sorry, end quote. So, really, that's just Neil Gaiman saying, because I don't like how goofy Netflix or whoever the showrunners are have made Lucifer, it doesn't fit with my version of Sandman, so I'm going to do whatever the hell I want because it's mine. Basically is what that is. So interesting. I really want to see what Gwendolyn Christie can bring to the series. That being said, we're moving on. Next, we're talking about Netflix and Legendary Pictures teaming up for some anime series, rather. The first two we're going to talk about are King Kong and Lara Croft. So this is potentially a confirmation of rumors, because remember we talked about the potential for a Monarch series. That might be what this is. There's not a whole lot of news around this, and no release date for either of these animes. So the Lara Croft one kind of came out of left field for me. I didn't see anything pointing in that direction beforehand, but there's no release date for that one yet either. The other project that they have, and this is one that we've kind of sort of been keeping tabs on, is the new Pacific Rim anime series called Pacific Rim The Black. It just got its first release date and trailer March 4th of 2021. So we are about a month away from that. Moving right along, staying in a similar vein, we're talking about a new animated series called Sonic Prime. This one is going to be geared much younger. It is also, though, going to be on Netflix. This time Netflix is teaming up with Sega, obviously. Wildbrain and Sega are going to be the production houses. Netflix is going to be the distribution, and the actual show running is going to be left up to Man of Action, which, if you remember, we got to interview the guys from Man of Action. So hopefully, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, you should be seeing a link somewhere in the top corner, wherever the link goes, where I got to talk to the guys over at Man of Action. It was a lot of fun a couple years ago at Dink, Denver, the underground comic book convention. So that was a lot of fun. But they're going to be showrunners and executive producers. This is the same company that brought us Ben 10, that brought us Big Hero 6, the movie and the series. Also, some of these guys are the same guys who brought us the Wrestle Giants. No, what is it? Giant Hunter? I can't remember. The one about the little girl who has it was a amazing movie. Apparently the comic book, I have not read it, but apparently the comic book is fantastic. Joe Kelly is a fantastic writer. If you don't know Joe Kelly, then you don't know Deadpool. He is one of the guys over at Man of Action. Again, check the link there. I'll probably try and put it in the description as well to the interview that I did with those guys. Anyway, moving right along, we're talking now about Black Panther. There has been an official announcement that there is a Wakanda series coming to Disney Plus. So Black Panther is getting developed into an actual series. The details as to how Ryan Coogler is going to be involved are a little fuzzy at this point. At the very least, he's going to be an executive producer. The Disney Plus made the announcement that they have signed a 5-year contract with Coogler in the series realm of things. So it's going to be series focused. He's going to be focusing on making series, but not just this series. It very specifically said he's going to be making multiple series with the company. So Coogler is involved. Don't know if he's going to be showrunning just yet. As this develops, we will be talking about it. Then we're talking about WandaVision, and part of this kind of should have been in rumors, but it's kind of also breaking news. So, breaking news, WandaVision had some footage leaks at the end of last week. Involving the next 2 episodes. It's not the entire episodes. The entire episodes did not leak, but a couple of minutes from each episode did leak onto the interwebs. I believe they were 2 separate Twitter videos, which Disney has since taken down, and there's a lot going on here. So the part that could have been rumor, because this is legit 100% happened, the part that should be kind of technically rumor is this might be affecting the release schedule for these 2 episodes. We might be getting 2 episodes of WandaVision this Friday instead of just the 1. But the other piece of this news is that Disney is taking legal action against the person who made the original post. Now, if you look hard enough, I did not, because I don't necessarily care about 2 minutes of a show I'm going to watch anyway. But if you look hard enough, it is the internet, so everything is up there forever. You can probably still go find this couple of minutes from each episode if you so desire. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of spoilery bits in the short amount of time that they have, but I mean, that is approximately 1% of the almost 10%, right? Math. So yeah, it's a fair-ish amount of each episode. So I mean, we'll say it's about 5% of the episode, whatever. I can't math right now. Yeah, but if you want to go find it, it does exist on the internet. I didn't choose to do so because I don't care. I'm going to watch it. I would rather watch it on the timeline that Feige deems appropriate and not necessarily because a bunch of hackers decided they want to steal footage. As things develop here, as we know, hopefully by the next episode, we'll know exactly what this means for the release schedule. We will be updating you. That's all we have. We're moving on. Next, we're talking about Titans. This is a new casting announcement as well. Could have gone in follow-ups, but whatever. Titans Season 3 will, in fact, see a Tim Drake. Tim Drake has been cast. The actor in the role is Jay Lycurgo. I hope I'm saying that last name right, and I apologize if I am not. I didn't see anything of note in his biography. This will be basically, I mean, he technically kind of sort of is in the Matt Reeves Batman movie, but he's a background character at best, so that doesn't necessarily count. Either way, he's going to be Tim Drake. I'm interested to see what goes on here because Tim Drake is arguably the least, the least interesting of all of the Bat family to a large extent, of all of the Robins at the very least. So very interested to see what they do with that. We're going to move on. Next, finally, we're talking about Dustin Diamond. Now, this one just happened a couple of days ago. This is technically a follow-up as well, but it was pretty big, so we're not just going to have it as an afterthought. Dustin Diamond, we did find out it was lung cancer that he had stage 4 cancer with. So it was lung cancer, and he lost his battle with cancer. It's been kind of a really interesting couple of weeks as far as passings go. Dustin Diamond, though, is the one that we're going to recognize for the TV streaming section, and we're going to take a moment to remember Dustin Diamond. All right. That is, unfortunately, how we're going to be ending TV streaming.